Good morning. Welcome to Food Talk TV with Wake Up Wednesday. Today you're gonna have myself, my husband Paul. He's gonna be able to actually help me cook today because we're gonna have, there's Trini. Let me invite you.
Hi, good morning.
I think I invited you, Trini. Let me see. Did I hit the button? Okay, invitation sent. There she is. I gotta make sure I have my volume turned up so I can hear. Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
It's early.
It is. It is early.
Yeah.
You look beautiful though.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome. For those just joining, you're watching Food Talk TV. My name is Michelle. I'm joined with my husband Paul.
Hey.
And in the box we have our newest creator joining, which is Trini. Are you going live tomorrow, Trini?
No, my first day live will be the 7th, November 7th.
Awesome. So make sure you guys are following Trini, picking her up. Today is a special day because it's my husband's birthday. Happy birthday, hubby.
Happy birthday.
And so we are, thank you. So we're going to make him some breakfast. You are watching Food Talk TV, the longest running cooking show on TikTok for live shows. And we're going to be making some blueberry muffins today from scratch. And then we're also going to be making some sausage and bacon, eggs, and hash browns as well. Because, you know, it's his birthday. He's a hungry boy. He's a hungry boy. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. You guys usually see me wearing gloves. If I'm cooking for the public, you'll see me wearing gloves. When I'm cooking for my family, I do not. I save those for the public. Let me see if I can get myself in here as well as the food. All right. You can kind of see me, yeah? This good, Trini?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Hi, Liberty. Welcome in, guys. If you guys can double tap the screen for us, we would really appreciate it.
Yeah, it is the Super Slam.
The Super Slam. It is. It is. Okay, I have to get my bearings here. Trini, do you know what you're going to be cooking for your first show yet?
No. Not yet.
It's okay. Sometimes we bake, sometimes we make breakfast. It just depends. It just depends. Today you get a little bit of both. We're baking and we're making breakfast. So we're going to start here with 1 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour. I don't weigh anything. I use the good old scoop and swipe method. There's 1. I'm going to need you guys to help me keep track because I will lose count while I'm talking.
Hey, thanks, Emily.
Hi, Emily.
Sorry, I just hopped on there, and Taylor is in here now.
Hi, Taylor.
Sorry, I'm gonna go.
There's 2. You don't have to go. Where are you going?
I said I need to go out here real quick.
Oh. We are Red Wagon Bakery. We're a small business in central Illinois. We are cottage law home bakers. We travel all over Illinois, going to different places and setting up there at local businesses, corporate businesses all over, doing all kinds of fun stuff. Oh, hold on. I said 1 3/4 cups. See? I'm already messing it up.
How many cups of flour are you
I
putting
put 3 cups in. Don't judge me, Paul. Don't judge me, Paul. I caught it early today.
We're going big batch today.
That would have been so bad. Let me focus.
Hey, Taylor, thank you. I appreciate it.
And for anyone who's wondering, this is why I don't bake on my own channel on live, because I cannot multitask to save my life. I told you, Trini. Told you. 1. I'm just scooping this one and kind of doing it down. 1. This is the 3/4 cup, right? Okay.
The quarter, yeah. I think as long as you're giving it a good smack and breaking it up so it's not packed in there.
Yeah, you could absolutely use a 1/2 and a 1/4, but I have a 1/4 already here, so I'm using it. Or 1/4, I guess. A 1/4. I'm always asking my husband, I'm like, which one's a 1/4? And I'm like, you want a 1/4? And he's like, no, I mean a 1/4. And I was like, no, it's a 1/4.
So I've had to train myself to start saying 1/4.
Yeah, it's a sad world. Hi, Jean. Welcome in. Okay, so to this, then we're going to add 1 cup of flour. Sugar. Ugh.
Here you go.
Do you want to do this, Paul?
You're doing great.
Yay, we might make it. See, I have to have him with me at all times because he'll be like, no, that's not right. You got to fix that. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, see, that's good. You got someone looking for you.
Well,
Yes.
yeah, I'm like I'm like her food talk wingman.
He is. He's my everyday life wingman. Don't let him do it. I would not make it through life without this man. I don't know how I made it through life without that man. Do we have another thing of cornstarch there?
Mm-hmm.
So to this, we're going to add 2 tablespoons. Yes, tablespoons of cornstarch, not teaspoons, tablespoons. There's 1.
Yeah.
I might have to open a new container.
If you do, it's fine. The big one.
Nope, I got it. Look at that. We have just enough. There's 2. You know what you didn't have ready for me, Paul?
Tell me.
Whisk. There's always something. You guys, he's so sweet. He goes through and like makes sure that I have everything out that I need for the day that I'm going to be using, including like the bowls, the measuring spoons, everything. Everything.
Be careful with that. Whiskey.
Stop it.
Whiskey business.
Did you see me stop like I was actually stopping because I thought something was going to happen? No, he's just special like that.
It's dad jokes.
Dad jokes are terrible. He's got the worst dad jokes. His brothers, however, have really funny ones.
Best bad jokes.
No, they're terrible. I have a teaspoon of baking soda. Is going to go in this as well.
Oh, man.
Half a teaspoon baking soda. And for those just joining, we're making blueberry pancakes from scratch.
No, we're not.
No, we're not.
Blueberry muffins.
We're making blueberry muffins, not blueberry pancakes.
Somebody please send help over here.
Look, like Trinity said, it is early. It is 7 o'clock in the morning, guys. I am not with it yet. Okay, and then, didn't I have baking powder on this too? Hold on. Will you pull up the... Give us 1 second, Trini.
No, you're fine.
Give us 1 second, because I feel like I'm missing the baking powder, because I'm pretty sure this has baking soda and baking powder. And I think when I was transferring it down to my writing list, I didn't write it down. So 1 second, please.
Taylor, I would like, because to answer your question, I wanted to see if we could get approved, or if you thought Spoonful of Simple, if you liked that name, because I have cards already with that name on it. I have shirts with Spoonful of Simple with Trini, because that kind of goes along with my brand, if you will, because everything I cook is simple, everyday pantry items.
I love that, Trini. And that is perfect for you. And I was indeed correct for those following for the recipe. I forgot to write down 2 tablespoons of baking.
Teaspoons.
Teaspoons.
You're good.
2 teaspoons.
You're good.
Of baking powder.
Just give it a little woosah.
Spoonful of Simple, you approve, Taylor?
I love it.
Because I didn't want to mention it until I talked to you and got it approved.
Trinity, that's perfect for you, because everything you make is literally so simple, so delicious, so beautiful.
Right.
I love that. That's a good name
I
for
wouldn't
you.
necessarily say I'm budget friendly, but I definitely take simple, everyday items that any level of cook can use. Whether you are somebody who's been cooking for years, or you're a chef, or you're somebody who is just starting out, I use simple, everyday items.
So for our wet ingredients, I'm putting in 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. You can also use canola oil for this.
Yes.
I think that sounds awesome, Trini.
Well, thank you.
And then I have my butter in here already melted. I got 1/2 cup of butter melted already. We're going to add that directly in here with our vegetable oil. And we are going to get all...
Well, yeah, that's all the goodness.
Of this goodness, because we do use fancy butter. Why did we use the fancy butter for this if it's for us?
Because it tastes good.
Okay, because it's your birthday. We'll say that.
There you go.
We use the fancy stuff for our baked goods, but we use just the cheapest thing we can find for ourselves.
Usually.
It's like that sometimes.
That's all right.
All right, and then we're just going to whisk this little oil and butter concoction together. And then to this, we're going to add 1 large egg. Which child is that? Okay.
The one that shuts her door.
My daughter is leaving. She's going to pop through on her way to work.
Yeah.
In a minute. Not yet, apparently. So we got the one egg in there.
How long have you been on
Say
Food
what?
Talk?
I have been on. Ooh, that's a good question. I would say probably 7 or 8 months, maybe 6. I don't know.
Show?
I stopped working full time in March, and I got a hold of Kaz right after that. So probably since April, I would say.
Okay.
Probably since April. I was originally asked to join Food Talk well over a year ago. But as you know, Trini, I was working a full-time job, 12-hour days, and I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Here's 1 teaspoon going in of vanilla.
It might have been April or May, somewhere in there.
Yep, but I continued to follow the channel. You know, I was still part of the FTTV creator group. And so when I decided to start doing this full-time and quit my full-time job, I got back a hold of Kaz and was like, "You still want me?" And he was like, yeah. And I was like, yay. So now here I am. Now here's the secret ingredient to the most delicious blueberry muffins. And this is sour cream. So we're going to put the 1 cup of sour cream in there. Ooh, making a mess. It just gives it a little... Say what?
I said, that's a great tip.
Yeah, sour cream. We use sour cream in a lot of our stuff. Some of our breads call for it. It just gives it more of a denser, creamier, richer texture.
Yeah, I like it. A lot of them, I mean, we have some with sour cream and some call for buttermilk. Like some of the breads, I put buttermilk in. But then like the blueberry one is sour cream. But yeah, it's good. I like the way these rise up.
We'll run through my list of ingredients here to make sure that I got it all. Okay. And you guys will be able to find this recipe as well on FoodTokTV.com later on this afternoon. I did not get the recipe to Taylor beforehand. Unfortunately, I apologize. So now we're just going to add the flour, or actually...
Forge is here, and she's sending you chilies.
Hi, Forge. Thanks for the chilies. I'm just going to add the dry right here into the wet just because that's how I do everything else. But I think for these, technically, you're supposed to add the wet into the dry, but I don't think it matters. Does it matter?
I don't really think so. I just kind of usually just kind of fold it in. Yeah. Work it all together.
And then we're just going to keep on going. And you can do these in a hand or in a electric mixer, but some things are just better done by hand.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I agree. I make most breads by hand in a bowl. Yeah. Just because I kind of like the way that I don't know, I feel like they get overmixed so many times. So after doing a few, I just started doing them all by hand for a long time because I just like the way that there's so much, the texture, the moisture in them, everything.
It just feels more baker-like when you do it by hand, I think.
Yeah. And even better when I listen to like classical music in the background.
That's true. He does listen to a lot of classical music. Okay, so now when I'm going to add in my blueberries, now I'm using frozen blueberries because it's what we already had. So you want to make sure that it's not fully incorporated before you put your blueberries in.
And
let me get the blueberries here.
Do you want a blueberry tip?
Yeah, give us a blueberry tip, Paul.
Okay. Here's my tip for baking with blueberries and this kind of stuff is to take like this recipe. I think it calls what? How many cups?
1 3/4.
So,
we're just gonna put 2.
So take your blueberries and like for instance, put them in a bowl like we have over there, and while they're frozen, and then just drop like a tablespoon of flour in there and give them a good scatter.
That's great for public. For today, we're not doing that though.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep doing this.
Okay.
So give them a good workaround with the flour, and that actually kind of helps them suspend in your bread or your muffin, and it makes them not turn completely purple. So it really helps with the bleed from the frozen blueberries and that kind of thing. So yeah, it's real quick. Just throw some flour in there, mix them around. Rock and roll.
But,
There's your tip.
There's your tip. For us today, I'm not doing all that extra stuff just because they're just for us.
And thank you, Taylor, for the gifts.
So I don't necessarily care if they're purple. We're the only ones eating them today.
Yeah, right on.
See, I never heard you flour cornstarch. That's a good tip, though.
Yeah, you can use either one of them.
Yeah, I've always just real quick dust them and.
Okay, so now I'm going to get my tins that I went ahead and made up here. And it's a nice thick batter here. It is a nice thick batter.
Yep.
It's not going to be a runny batter. Make sure to get all the bottom good and mixed up here. And if you guys are just joining, you're watching Food Talk TV. We are the longest running food live cooking show on TikTok. My name is Michelle. I'm joined with my husband Paul. We are Red Wagon Bakery.
We are.
We are a small cottage bakery. I guess some people call them micro bakeries. I just found that out. We are a small cottage bakery. I guess some people call them micro bakeries. I just found that out through Illinois. Seller baked goods. We do it full time. This weekend you can catch us in Decatur, Illinois. Selling our baked goods. We do it full time. This weekend you can catch us in Decatur, Illinois. We're going to do an event for an animal shelter. This weekend you can catch us in Decatur, Illinois. We're going to do an event for an animal shelter there.
Thank you for sharing the live for.
Go ahead, Trini. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, dear.
Oh, I wasn't saying anything. I'm Trini. I will be starting November 7th. I am going to be the newest member on Food Talk. I'm very excited. I absolutely love Food Talk. I've been following them for a long time now, so this is really come full circle to be able to be asked to be on their show. So I'm really, really excited. I'll be stepping in for Taylor, or the Mustard Queen. So I got big shoes to fill. I will be in her time slot on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central. So I'm very excited though.
And I've known Trini on this app on a personal level for quite some time now. And I've got to tell you guys, she's pretty awesome. I love her very much. She's a very dear friend on this app.
Aw, thank you.
Super thankful and grateful for her. And she just makes some awesome stuff. Very, very simple stuff that you have in your kitchen. It's just, you guys don't want to miss it. That's
yeah,
all.
I just cook everyday items, everyday pantry items, and I turn them into good eats.
And everything looks amazing. Now I'm filling these pretty much all the way to the top. I feel like I missed something in this. I don't know that these are supposed to be this thick.
Okay. Yeah, they're pretty thick.
But we're just going to go with it at this point.
They are pretty thick. I typically, when we make these, they are the jumbo in the jumbo cups or the jumbo tin. But it is a pretty thick batter. So you'll be all right.
I think it doesn't help that the blueberries are frozen, so it's like freezing everything around it.
Yeah, it does get pretty cold.
But it's fine. And these are very temperamental in the oven as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to start them at 425 degrees for 8 minutes. And then without opening the door, we're going to reduce the heat down to 350 for another 10 to 12. So they're kind of persnickety little things.
And that does help with the kind of your muffin top rise, that temperature.
He's the science guy. I'm just like, if it works, it works. But he wants to know why it works. So he was giving me a science lesson this morning on why you want to do all of that. And how it helps it to rise. And I'm like, look, does it taste good? Okay, we're good.
I'm preheating this. Yeah, we have fun conversations up in here, don't we?
Sometimes. Sometimes I just look at him. He used a word yesterday. I got to know what the word was, babe. What was the word that we spent over an hour talking about?
Ubiquitous.
Ubiquitous. Ubiquitous. Which, first of all, when he said this word, I just looked at him. I was like, Am I supposed to know what that means? I have no idea what you're referring to because Smarty Pants over here. And he ended up, and then I started using it in a sentence, and I was like, well, now I feel a little bit smarter because you passed some of your smartness on to me, and now I know what is it?
Ubiquitous.
Ubiquitous means.
Speaking of ubiquitous, Mr. Crown Royal is in the house.
Hi, Crown Royal. How are you, Jesse? You like how he did that?
He is everywhere.
Goodness.
Hey, you know, you gotta.
Can you guys see that? Okay, yeah, you can see that. So yeah, we're pretty much just filling these bad boys all the way to the top. It says close to the top, but it's fine. And I forgot to spray the pan, so that means anything that goes over is going to get stuck to this pan.
We'll be all right. We'll be all right.
It's fine.
Jesse's laughing at the mess we are.
We are, but you know what? We have fun, so it doesn't matter. I think as long as you're having fun in life.
Hey, Vicky, thank you for the art meet.
What did you say, Trini?
I said, that's right, as long as you're having fun. But I do have a question. So what is,
yes.
I hear all the time that FoodTokTV is the longest running creator, channel for, for content creators. But how long?
Right.
How long have you guys actually been a little network?
I want to say 4 years, but that's a Kaz, Christine, or Taylor question.
Taylor, right.
But I'm pretty sure
Where's Jesse when I know you?
I
that it was
assumed,
4
but I
years.
wasn't 100%. I didn't want to give the wrong answer.
4 years, yeah. Yeah, Jesse confirmed it's 4 years.
Oh, yep. 4 years. Okay,
so we're
cool.
gonna these in the oven. 425 for 8 minutes. And this is the fun part because now I just get to sit back while my husband does all the other stuff. Are you gonna make all the other stuff?
Well, I'm preheating this for my bacon right now.
Yeah. He gets to make the fun stuff. He's going to be making... Oh, and there's Maggie, the substitute teacher. She's on Friday nights. Maggie, if you'd like to say hello and good morning. She goes live on Friday evenings. And she does all things substitutes. So gluten-free, sugar-free. What else? Is she dairy-free? I'm not sure. I know she uses goat's milk. I don't know what that's considered. So, or goat's cheese.
Do you want to smash bacon patties?
Yeah.
Or
sausage patties? Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm going to smash sausage patties while he makes... I'm going to move this stuff real quick here. Give me a second, guys.
What do you, man?
I think the camera needs to be over there on the bacon, though, man.
Let's pop it over here.
Yeah, we're going to go over here.
Here, let's move this.
To the bacon, and we're just going to let the bacon sit here on camera while we chit-chat. Is that a good... Ooh, we're moving. We're moving. There we go. I think that's good. I'm just going to sit over here and I'm going to smash some sausage patties.
Where are you going to do that from?
Right over here.
I love the sound of bacon sizzling.
I can't hear because my bacon's sizzling so much.
Hold on, Trini. I'm grabbing a fork here. Sorry. Or a plate.
She's grabbing some stuff and I'm just...
Can you see it okay?
Yes.
Okay. Is that good? Is that a good spot?
We're just throwing this in here.
Perfect.
I figured this is something to do while our muffins bake, and he gets a nice hearty breakfast out of the deal. So, for those who are just joining, today is my husband's 49th birthday.
Yeah, I made it.
Which, if you don't know, is a big deal.
Yeah.
Because he is a recovering alcoholic who was 3 years sober on October 15th.
Awesome.
So we are both... Go ahead, Trini.
Oh, I just said awesome. Sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we are both currently in recovery. We're both recovering addicts from our own personal poisons.
Here, I'm gonna...
And through the power of that, we were actually pretty much saved by our baking business. So what started as a hobby to lead us out of addiction ended up turning into what we do full time now.
Hey, do you wanna... I'm gonna say thank you for the birthday wishes.
Yep.
You wanna tell them that's me?
Yep. So are you on your page today?
Yeah.
So he's on his page today. He does a lot of addiction recovery stuff, and he just said, or he's going to just say something here in just a moment.
I posted. I said thank you for the birthday wishes.
I didn't see it, but he said thank you for the birthday wishes. That's his own page. So if you are also in recovery or even in active, follow him, reach out anytime.
Or if you're just weird.
Yeah, that too.
Or random. No, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not kidding. Like I have such an interest in so many things. So I follow really random artists and musicians and creators like that. And I don't have a lot of followers. I'm not really big into all that necessarily. But you know, I like having people around to kind of learn from. And that's at the point I am in life. You know, I want to learn from other people, see what they do, and be inspired to maybe do my own thing. So, you know, it is. It's kind of like that. You know, I don't need numbers. I'm not trying to make money, but you know, I'm at that place.
Now you guys see why I love him so much. He's pretty great.
Paul, you and I are around the same age because I'm 48.
Well, hey.
I'm just the young one over here.
Just a baby.
Just a baby. For his wisdom, though, because let me tell you, he's had to guide me a few times throughout our marriage of 8 years. Actually, we've only been married for 7 years, but we pretty much were married the day we met, so I still say 8 years. Had each other's names tattooed on us because
it's been a wild ride, man. It's wild.
Yeah, it is very wild.
You talk about doing things backwards.
You make bacon so different than me.
No, I just letting her sizzle, man. Let her eat.
Okay, so now I got a question for the chat. Do you guys like to lay it out perfectly straight and cook it one piece at a time, or do you throw it in there like a mess like that? Because that bothers me. See, I can't look at that. That bothers me.
So, okay, I have two methods. First of all, if I'm going to lay it out straight, it's going in my oven. I'm not frying it on the stove.
Right, yeah.
Second, if I am frying it on the stove, it's cut up into little bite-sized pieces, and I'm usually sauteing it along with onion and garlic for a recipe.
Gotcha. See, we can't cook any bacon in the oven because we're bakers, and the smell of bacon stays in your oven forever. And so we have to cook all of ours on the stovetop. I don't know. I don't see how it gets cooked evenly when it's like that. That's how you end up with sloppy bacon.
Sloppy bacon?
What's Taylor call it? Wimpy bacon?
Floppy bacon?
Sloppy bacon. Blech.
I think that's Crown Royal's favorite, I think. Mr. Crown Royal.
And I got the sausages all put into little patties over here, so he's going to get those going here in a second. I'm going to go wash my hands.
I'll put one right now.
Well, Taylor made a point. Taylor says, well, and on FoodTokTV, we actually need to see the bacon cooking. So she has a good point.
Yeah, yep. So I'm just throwing in these patties that Michelle so beautifully prepped for me. These are pretty good. And it's just regular, I don't know what the brand, maybe Jimmy, who knows. But anyway, this is just a regular sausage. Sometimes, like,
whatever without tail.
It's whatever, like sage sometimes, depending on what we're making.
I don't like the sage sausage.
Yeah, sometimes it's a little much. And
there's really...
Not
It's really... Did you just burn yourself? Okay. Hi, I'm back for a second, and now he's back for a second. We do have a few more muffins, so I might go ahead and make the last of the muffins in the muffin pan. We got 36 seconds, and then we're going to up 150 on the oven. For those that are just joining, we do have homemade from scratch blueberry muffins in the oven right now cooking, or baking, I should say. Okay, let me grab another tin, and I'll just let you guys keep watching the bacon.
Yeah.
Good combo while watching bacon.
Right on, right on.
Where are my muffin pans?
They're, come here.
Right in here?
No, they're down on the left.
Okay.
I tend to move things around.
Drives me crazy.
It makes her crazy, but okay, we're dropping the timer's going off for that. We're going to take and drop the temp from 425
Down to 350.
down to 350. We don't open the door. We just let her go.
For 10
And that's
minutes.
going for 10 more minutes. Just FYI. Write that down.
Probably going to come out super big.
Jot that down. Yeah, they probably are. These muffin tops are going to be popping, boy.
They're going to be large. I just hope I can get them to come off the pan because, you know, I didn't spray.
It's all good, though.
It may not make for the prettiest pictures, but they sure will be tasty.
Looks good.
Man.
That's my biggest thing. A lot of bakers, they have a lot of beautiful things on their table, but I'm there for the taste, man. I want to have the tastiest, most flavorful cookie or bread or cake or pie. I don't really care what it looks like necessarily. Bro, can you put it down, please? He is hungry.
Yeah.
Your cookies look amazing. You can decorate.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Decorate like out of this world.
Thank you. Thank you. I have a whole bunch of them to do this week.
Yeah. Yeah, she does a really good job and really just, you know, focuses in on those, and that's kind of what she does. We don't bother her while she's doing that. We just let her go. Someone is literally right behind you.
Hi. You want to say, put your face down in there? Yeah. You want to bring
Mr. Crown Royal saying team soggy bacon. He's calling your bacon soggy.
Oh, yeah. Jesse, there he goes. He said Team Soggy Bacon.
Ew, Jesse.
See, I told you earlier.
Team Crispy, that's right. That's my girl.
Team Medium.
Love you. We'll bring you some food later on.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, that batter is so good. Yeah, we're just going around in circles back here. I'm kind of glad you guys are just watching the bacon because we're back here walking in circles.
That one's mine.
I was going to say, can you leave mine on for just a little bit longer, please? Because them edges are real floppy, soggy, gross.
I'm taking a few off.
It's your birthday, so you get all the soggy pieces you want.
I appreciate that.
How do people eat soggy bacon? It's so gross.
Hey, thank you, Jesse. I appreciate that very much.
I mean, that's my own personal opinion. If you like it, hey, kudos to you. Enjoy what
49 today.
It is his birthday today.
Yep.
We are probably going to end up out in the woods somewhere foraging for, I know this is going to sound crazy, but foraging for bones because my husband is a bone collector. Yeah. And he likes to collect animal bones. Not weird at all.
I told you, if you're weird, come on down.
Like he does. He just walks through the woods and collects bones. Little man, I need you to go away, please. So yeah, that's what we'll be doing today. I'm not sure which woods we're going to yet, but...
Thank you, sir. It is a great age.
Here, let me read the comments while you cook.
That's on my page.
Okay. 49 is a wonderful age, Jesse. It really is.
I don't know yet. Today is day one.
The fact that you made it to 49...
Yeah, this is truly right. The fact that I have, and without joking, all joking aside, the fact that I have made it to 49
is a big deal.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that one in the back that's almost burning.
I'm really glad I made it. Because it's been pretty good stuff so far.
Yours really is behind mine. His whole thing is like a good 30 seconds
Several
behind.
Seconds, isn't it?
That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay, Michelle, where did the name Red Wagon Bakery come from? What is the story behind your name?
I will show you. Hold on. It's still got stuff for this.
She's going, it's a visual aid. She's going to retrieve the visual aid for this.
You like visual aids? Good.
Can you see it in the camera?
Wait, she's bringing it. There it is. You can bring it over here if you want. I'm just doing this.
This is the official Red Wagon, and this is where the name Red Wagon Bakery came from. Originally, when I started baking, as I said, it was kind of to save me, give me something else to do from addiction. And I started baking, and when we first started, we had another business name. And then I went back to work. I tried to stop working full time. At that point, it was not the time. Right at the pandemic was not a good idea. So I went back to work full time, but I continued to bake. And I would pack all of my baked goods into that wagon, and I would pull it up and down the aisles of where I worked, because I worked at a factory. And so when we went to go rename for the second time, he decided we should call it Red Wagon Bakery.
Well, I mean, really, there's been so much business. There's so much personal business that has come from
that wagon.
Her being in that, using that wagon in that environment, and it just, you know, it's important. You know, it's a symbol of how things got going, and I really like it. Really, I think it's a cool name.
Yeah, love that. It's a great story.
Thank you. And it wasn't just that. Before we started baking, that little wagon has been to some places. It has been pretty much all over the United States as far as the central part goes. My daughter played travel softball for her first 18 years of life. And so that was our travel softball wagon.
For probably
several years. So that thing has held a whole lot of memories for us, and it's traveled a whole lot of places. And so now it gets to continue to travel. She put her cleats up, and now we have a new reason for it. And it's also what when we go outside, when I go out to do sidewalk chalk, it's what I put my sidewalk chalk in. So I have become Red Wagon Creations. Photography, when we go out to take pictures, if we ever need a wagon, we can pull it right there and have Red Wagon photography. So a lot has come from that one little red wagon.
Yeah, for real. There are 3 minutes left. Sorry, Trini.
Oh, no, I was just saying that's really cool. Here, I think you're going to bring me something little and show me, and you actually walk out pulling the wagon. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now, it's holding the cash box, some bags, some
couple
signs.
table cloths in there. Yeah.
It's still packed from our event yesterday. But while I have you guys here and you're watching the bacon cook, I can show you a few things that we made yesterday.
We did have a
H-Tech
few
says
things.
it's the name of your future restaurant.
There it is. Yep. Yeah, we had this event yesterday. We had a few things. She's going to grab them right now. A few things left. Yeah. It really went pretty well. Go ahead, babe.
Yeah, usually at that event we completely sell out. Yesterday we had a few things left, so.
But we did take a few different items this time as well. So. And
whenever we come back, we have a waiting list of people that we know like certain things. So when we get back, I just shoot them a message and I'm like, hey, I have so many of this left. They're like, bet, I'll take it.
Yep.
So this is the chocolate chip cookie bar.
Yum.
I can't see on his page. It's so far behind, so I'm trying to look here.
No, that's perfect. Perfectly lined up.
That's a nice, big, thick, delicious chocolate chip cookie bar cake, or not cake, it's a chocolate chip cookie bar.
Yeah, it kind of has that bar consistency to it, you know, not raw, but
and then these are the pecan pie bars. And these things, Taylor can vouch. Taylor has actually tried this. We took her some pecan pie bars when we went to Tennessee. So Taylor has had this. These are so good.
Yeah, they are legit.
And then we have, there's a funny actual story behind this here, pumpkin cake. So yesterday, he was supposed to be making pumpkin bread.
Yeah.
And a couple other things. Well, I came in at one point and I was like, man, it smells like straight gas in here. Like, why does it smell like gas? He realizes that he didn't shut the oven door all baking. And then he comes out later after I got off my live. I was still sitting in my car and he goes, don't be mad. And I'm like, mad at what? And he says, I didn't make pumpkin bread. I made pumpkin cake. And I was like, why would I be mad? That sounds even better.
How that even happened.
And so there's the pumpkin cake with the icing on there.
Yum.
Cute little things. The icing did kind of get on top. And those are just a few of the things that we made, or that we made yesterday. Oh, well, we still have plenty of time.
we're
We still
good.
got 20 minutes, so we're going to make some eggs while those are thick.
Yeah, the I don't know what happened with the blueberry cake, pumpkin bread thing, but it all worked out because that cake is really good. And we got about to pull out the blueberry muffins. You're gonna do something with your.
Yeah. What's even funnier though is it didn't dawn on him that he was making cake the whole time, and yet he's never made pumpkin cake.
Oh, we did one time.
Oh. I was like, he always makes pumpkin bread, so I was like, none of this seemed weird to you. It looks like they might need a few more minutes. Did you put them on for 10?
Yeah.
Okay, we won't show them to you yet because they do need a few more minutes here.
Yes, I put 3 more minutes on them. They're kind of still wet on the top-ish. So.
And then he's going to make some eggs as well while we keep these warm up here on the oven when they're all done.
The sausage is about done. If we have it.
None of this is anything fancy or gourmet, but it's what he wanted and it's his birthday. So he gets it.
Taylor said she made content of her eating the pecan bars, but when she looked down, they were all gone.
Yeah,
So
she did
that's
say
how
that. Yeah, she did. You know, they are pretty good. They are pretty good.
I want to show a few more things that we have that we put up on our table.
Oh, it's just, there's a little cracker in there.
This is our little red wagon that we hold forks
Usually
in it with.
fork.
That's
And
cute.
then we also have this one that we put the little forks for the breads in. These were both found and just given to us by, I think, my aunt.
Yeah, I think her aunt did that.
Perfect.
But yeah, we collect little red wagons along the way, and
We do. And people just give them to us all the time. They're like, hey, we found this red wagon. Would you like it? And I'm like, sure.
this
Thank
is obviously
you.
a lot of Michelle's bacon. Look at that.
Oh, that's perfect bacon. Let me do a close-up of that bacon. This is how bacon is supposed to be cooked. In my own personal opinion, of course. Look at that. Look at that. That's nice and crispified. Are you going to make
So I got delicious sausage patties over here. Yeah,
Are they cooked?
actually,
I know I made them kind of thick. Hey, they look brown.
they're just on low right now. They're just hanging out to kind of do their thing, so they do completely cook through, but I think they're good. I was thinking about putting those right here.
That still makes me crazy just looking at it. I can't look at it. I'm going to grab some butter and put some butter on the muffins and this one out. Did you find the bag?
I don't know. One time we were making sausage on live, everyone, and Michelle. I'm not making fun of you.
Yes, you are.
She
I know
buttered.
what you're going to talk about.
She buttered the pan. Man.
Don't ever butter the pan before you make sausage. I don't know what I was thinking, but I burned the ever-loving crap out of my pan.
I bet you did.
No, it was a learning experience. We have those all the time.
You know what's
Just
awful?
Just like yesterday, I made cake.
What is truly awful is I'm a cook when I
yeah.
don't have to focus on anything but cooking. So I can actually cook. I know that you guys hear me say a lot, I don't cook. I definitely do cook. But when I have to talk and do multiple things at multiple times, that's when it becomes an issue for me.
This.
Okay, so here we got them coming out of the oven.
Oh,
No,
perfect.
Absolutely. No.
No?
No, those got a good probably. Go ahead, Trini, sorry.
I was going to say, they looked really good on our end.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
they
still,
looked really good. They looked really good, actually, but
they're definitely not.
upon pulling out the toothpick, it kind of dripped off. So there was no moist crumb.
No,
It was drip.
it was drip. So maybe they'll be done. We'll see.
So
You want me to bring the pan over for eggs?
sure.
Okay.
How do you want them?
You can just scramble them.
They'll do them.
Does this work?
Hmm?
Do you have enough room? This is the worst. We have such a small, tiny little oven, which we are grateful. Don't get me wrong. We are grateful for this oven. It has
Oh, yeah,
produced a lot of food. But man, there's just no. I need room.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
come on out.
Yeah, fun fact, this is my great-grandmother's house. So my great-grandmother has cooked in the kitchen. My grandmother, my mother, myself, my own children. So for generations, we have had people in here cooking in this kitchen. So that's pretty cool. Oh, did it get you?
Oh, do you live in your grandmother's house? Like, did you take over?
Yeah, well, my great-grandmother was the original person that moved in, and then when my grandmother bought it for my great-grandmother, they added on the back bedrooms and an extra bathroom in the back. And then my grandmother, she ended up going into a nursing home in...
What year was
I don't remember. But anyway, I'll tell you a quick story about that. My grandmother and myself, we did not get along at all as a child, not even a little bit. But later on in life, after my grandfather passed away, she was a hoarder. Like, she collected very valuable things. It wasn't like the normal hoarding. Bye, love you, have a good day. It was very valuable things. And so my aunt had put up an ad asking for someone to come and clean my grandmother's house. And my husband and myself were like, absolutely not. There's not going to be a stranger in there, because my grandmother was known to like hide money everywhere. She had very valuable crystals sitting out.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, when I say there was a lot of stuff, it was a lot. And so my husband and myself, we took over the cleaning for her. And I'm very glad that we did that, because throughout that time, I was able to be introduced to an entirely different version of my grandmother. And it was amazing. And so when she went into the nursing home, we were able to buy the house. We purchased the house from her. So, but yeah,
it all has really worked out. You know,
you don't even need any butter in that pan now, because the grease is just popping right on into it.
I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, that's a great story.
Thank
Well,
you.
you're just telling good stories, Michelle.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It's not my cooking skills that keep people here, Trini. It's my charm and personality and my ability to tell a story, man.
There you go.
That is something we can both do, is tell a story.
Yeah, I got stories for days, man.
Here's the thing. It's because we have stories.
Yeah.
You know, we have a story. You know,
We
like
believe in
everybody
stories
does.
of power.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter what you've done or what you've been through. Your story is important. It doesn't matter, you know, any of that. I think everybody's story can help somebody along the way.
That's the perfect crispy bacon. Can I just say, I want you to hold that burnt piece of bacon up there and show them what the perfect piece of bacon should look like.
No. That's okay.
But I think you're right. I think your story helps you be relatable to other people, you know, because everybody's got one. And it's just whether or not people tell it or not.
Right. Yeah. And it's just, you know, right there, baby.
Right where? Oh, I'm sorry. Are you just going to crack them into the thing and scramble them that way, or are you going to do it in a bowl?
I was going to do it in here.
Well, you do whatever you do, baby. I'm really supposed to be cooking him breakfast, but he enjoys doing this. I don't want to.
You don't want to do it?
No, I'm going to crack him in a bowl and all that stuff if I have to do it. Do you want some butter in there? Because remember last time?
Yeah, that's what I asked for, was the butter. Hey, if you're just joining us, we're Red Wagon Bakery on FoodTokTV, and Michelle has some blueberry muffins in the oven.
Which are about to go off.
They're about to come out, and we'll see how hopefully done-ish they are. And otherwise, we've had bacon going, sausage.
And now
we've just been chit-chatting it up.
We've been talking about random things, telling stories.
Yeah, fun times.
Yeah.
But Trini, I'm glad that you're in the box, because you've known us for a while now, and I think that you can probably say it's nice to see my husband coming out of his shell, because for the longest you didn't see Paul. Paul wasn't.
No, Paul was behind the camera.
Yeah, he never wanted to come. Ooh, that's a clean toothpick there. That's a clean toothpick.
That is a
try it again.
Muffin. Worthy of birthday.
There you go.
We're going to let these sit out here for just a few minutes, and then I will open one up and put some butter and let you watch the butter melt on it, because that's the best part. I do have two more that I'm going to throw in here too. Okay. Oh, wait. It's not 425. What'd you say?
I said, that's just mean to open up and let us watch the butter melt. We don't get a bite.
Yeah.
I know, but it's so good. It's so good. I'll
No,
even use
they
the
really are.
good butter just a little bit, so you can see
There you
so you can see the goldness of the quality butter that we use. The butter in that pan, however,
What
is
butter
not.
do you use?
I think he's just making scrambled eggs.
Yeah.
A Kerrygold.
Yeah.
For our baked goods, we use Kerrygold Pure Irish.
Yeah. It is.
I
It
don't
does have a
know.
good flavor.
Yes, for
It's
us.
a little richer, kind of a bolder butter, maybe overall flavor wise.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know that I would use it for cooking necessarily.
Yeah.
But for baking, it makes everything the perfect color. It's like
My,
this beautiful
my
gold
family
chocolate
gets-
chip cookie.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, Sue says she's new here and she's asking who all this food is for. So you're actually watching FoodTokTV. And it's Michelle with Red Wagon Bakery. She's the one cooking. Well, her and her husband, Paul, are cooking. And it's for Paul's birthday today.
Yeah. And then we will take some of this. My daughter just left for work not long ago, so we'll make sure that we take her a plate. And she works for my niece, and she babysits my great nieces and nephew, or great niece and nephew. And so we'll make sure that we take plenty over to them because we really won't eat very much of this.
No.
It looks like we will, but we won't.
Because that pile of bacon got pretty good size back then.
Yeah, it's a lot of bacon. But I am going to eat.
Well, you can have BLTs for
Do it.
lunch.
Actually, it's a little.
Right on.
Yeah.
So I just threw a bunch of eggs in there and boop. Boop. That's
You want
heavy
salt and
whipping cream.
pepper?
Yeah.
I don't know what else you put in there. I always put paprika,
Salt.
but I don't care what you put in there.
You're welcome,
You're the
Sue.
boss.
Hey, hold that bacon up there again, man. That's a pile.
Yeah, it is a pile. Hold on, we'll hold up the bacon again. And then here in just a minute, I'll go ahead and open one of these muffins. But I do want to give them just a minute to... Oh, I can't see on your phone. I forgot. Now, this one right here is a little bit crispy, but it's mine. So it's okay. This one will probably be mine. This one... There's not really much floppy bacon for you, dear.
That's what we do, right?
No, you're supposed to have your own floppy bacon.
I'm good.
So there's the bacon. And then I will grab, where's the mitt go? Right, Chuck.
Well, I have it right now.
It's okay.
Did you get them?
Yeah, I'll bring these back over for another.
We usually have at
View.
least one other table in the house, usually like an 8-foot table that we have cooling racks on that stuff sits on. That's kind of where that was. It just because space. We do have a big a big rack over here, a baking rack, but
We don't have any pans to fit it, so we've never used it.
yeah.
But we have one.
Yep, we do. We do. Now
We
you
do.
want to throw your 2 muffins in?
Yeah, now I'm going to put my last 2 muffins in. And for those who are just joining, these are going in at 425 degrees for 8 minutes and then down to 350 for a lot longer.
Well, those last ones were
We put 2 on it and then 5. So that's an additional 7,
17.
so 17 minutes is how long
So-
that those bad boys cooked for.
Yeah. But it could, vary depending on ovens, of course.
It could. While he's doing that, since we only have about 7 minutes left, I will go ahead and get into one of these muffins. Let me get a plate here. Oh, wait. Where's the plates? We're out of paper plates? That's okay. I'm going to let them see my finest china.
Oh, yes.
You guys get to see my finest
I love it
china.
when she breaks this out.
I know you remember these, Trini. I know you remember these from way back in the day. McDonald's.
I do.
The McDonald's place. The whole
I
Hercules
do.
series. We got them. We got them. Ooh. These are still really hot.
Well, yeah. You want the mitt?
No, I have the mitt. I just wanted to turn them over, but I think they're too hot to turn over.
Dun, 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 dun.
Maybe I can get mine.
She's working on it. She's having
I'm having a moment. Just give me 1 second.
I'm not sure what we're doing at this
Un
point.
poquito.
I think the wheels will just come off.
They have. I'm trying to get the muffins out, but they're still really warm. I don't want them to fall apart, but we're going to try to do this anyway because we're running out of time. And I want to be able to cut them. And I don't like to keep people extra long because of Andrea's show coming on at 9. So I'm just going to flip them over onto the cutting board. They're not too hot. Let's see if this works, because I surely didn't spray the top of the pan.
Give it a...
Just give it a little whack.
They
We got
look
one
good.
left in her.
Like a game of whack here.
We got one left. It's fine. It can stay in
Whack.
there for now.
Hey, they came out though.
They did. They all came out. Let's turn them over and see how beautiful they are. And these are completely from scratch, and the recipe will be up on FoodTokTV.com here shortly. I don't think, guys, I'm going to be able to open these, though. I know that's the best part, but they're really, really hot. I don't even know if I can get the wrappers off of them yet.
Yeah. So in the meantime, I have some scrambled eggs over here that I'm putting cheese on.
We have a few more minutes. Let me throw one of these in the refrigerator real quick.
Don't ask why we do the things we do.
They make sense to me. If it's too hot, pop it in the fridge. We're the only ones eating it. It doesn't matter. I'm a lot less picky with us than I am with my baked goods for others. Those look like very good scrambled eggs there, darling. We're so simple.
We're not playing games.
You did put cheese in it, though. Look, they got some cheese in there, too.
Yeah. Hey,
all right.
That's how I do it.
But look at them. They're so pretty.
They do. They do look really nice.
They're nice and golden brown on the top. I just got blueberries on me.
And an optional thing you can do is sprinkle sugar on top.
Yeah, which I forgot to do. I meant to put the sugar on top, and I forgot, but it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. This happens. We forget things, but it's usually, thankfully, it's usually just kind of the accessory kind of things.
I'm just glad that I didn't make it with 3 cups of flour, okay?
Could you imagine those muffins?
That would have been a bad day. Yeah, that would have been a mess. That would have been not good. Okay, almost there, guys. Almost there.
And depending on how you like them. I know some people like their eggs done, well done. Like dry, crumbly done.
Me.
You like them dry, crumbly done?
Well, no, those are fine.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Okay. Okay, so now look. I'm getting it out. There's a blueberry that's sticking right there. Look at how beautifully that came out. Didn't stick.
Perfect.
We're going to cut this right in half here. Look. And then we're going to take just a little bit of butter.
Oh, man.
Put it right over there. It's going to melt right on top of that. Well, eventually this is not the best butter, but that's
it's
okay.
Still steaming.
You can see the steam coming out.
She's teasing us.
Okay, Paul, it's your birthday.
Ooh.
It's your birthday. You get to try it.
Should I make a wish?
Yes, make a wish.
Your hour came up.
Oh, hold on.
Hang on a sec.
I gotta do the puzzle piece. Okay, there we go. Okay, you ready?
Now that we're reverbing, yeah. Oh.
How is it, babe? If it's terrible, you can say it's terrible.
That was really good.
I know it's not.
Ooh, that's good.
I tasted the batter.
Good job.
Thanks. Happy birthday.
You
Thank
did
you.
good. Happy birthday, Paul.
My time. My
Thank
time.
you all
Mom.
so much.
Melissa, hello.
Melissa, we made blueberry muffins. Melissa's another Food Talk creator. She goes live on Mondays at 6 p.m. with The Spice is Right with her husband, Mark. Our hour is up, so make sure you guys are following Food Talk TV. Make sure you're checking out Trini. My husband, Paul, Red Wagon Bakery. You did. We're getting off right now, though, Melissa, so you made it just in time. Trini, thank you so much for joining us today. We love you.
Thank you for having me. I love you guys.
All right. You guys all have a great day. And yeah, thanks for hanging out this morning. Come back next Wednesday for Wake Up Wednesdays. Have a good day, guys. Bye.
Bye.